Welcome to the small, sleepy town of Cedarville, Texas. It's the early 90s, a time of innocence and simplicity where we meet Jason Parker, an 11-year-old boy with a keen sense of curiosity and a heart full of courage. When children start to mysteriously disappear, Jason and his friends find themselves drawn into a chilling mystery that no one else seems to notice. Join us as we follow Jason and his friends on a journey of bravery, friendship, and uncovering the unimaginable. This is the tale of the haunted McDonald's, a true horror animated story where innocence meets a nightmare and heroes are born in the most unlikely of places. The year was 1992, and Roger Thompson was the talk of every town his circus visited. Known for its dazzling performances, the Circus of Shadows had a reputation for thrilling crowds with feats of magic, acrobatics, and animal tricks. What no one knew was that Roger, the ringmaster, harbored dark secrets behind his cheery facade. Beneath the big tops and glimmering lights and the laughter of entertained audiences, a sinister operation was at play. Roger, a man with a troubled mind, had a twisted way of keeping his circus running smoothly. Every time the Circus of Shadows rolled into a new town, children would vanish without a trace. Parents were left devastated, their desperate searches yielding no results. The authorities had no leads, and whispers of the supernatural began to circulate. Unbeknownst to the public, Roger was the mastermind behind these disappearances. He would lure children into his circus with promises of adventure and wonder. Once inside, they were captured, caged, and forced into labor to maintain the circus. Roger's mental illness had driven him to believe that these children were essential for the circus's success, feeding his delusion that he was a benevolent caretaker rather than a monstrous kidnapper. Years passed with Roger's secret intact until one fateful night. A brave boy named Tommy managed to escape his captivity. Despite being weak and terrified, Tommy made it to the nearest police station. He spilled out his harrowing tale, leading to an immediate investigation. The police, armed with Tommy's detailed descriptions, launched a raid on the Circus of Shadows. What they found horrified them. Children in cages, living in deplorable conditions, and a ringmaster who had lost all sense of reality. Roger was arrested and declared mentally unfit for trial. He was sent to a high-security mental institution, and the story of the Circus of Shadows dominated the news for weeks. The nation reeled as the grim details of the missing children were revealed. Roger Thompson, once a beloved figure, was now a symbol of terror and madness. 9 months passed, and life began to return to normal. But peace was short-lived. One morning, in a small Texas town, 11-year-old Jason Parker sat at the breakfast table with his family. As they enjoyed their meal, a news bulletin interrupted the morning show. The reporter's voice was tense. A dangerous patient had escaped from the mental institution, and authorities urged the public to be vigilant. The image on the screen was unmistakable. Roger Thompson had escaped. The news unsettled Jason, but life went on. That day at school, excitement buzzed in the air about the new McDonald's being built with the largest indoor playground in the state. When the grand opening finally arrived, the place was packed. Everyone marveled at the delicious hamburgers, rumored to be the best anyone had ever tasted. The secret, it seemed, was the chef dressed as Ronald McDonald, who had a peculiar way with the grill. Days turned into weeks, and the new McDonald's became a favorite spot for families. But a shadow loomed over the town once more as children began to disappear. Whispers of fear replaced the initial excitement, and parents were gripped with anxiety. Jason noticed the pattern and couldn't shake off the dread creeping into his thoughts. One day, Jason's friend Tommy went missing. This hit too close to home, and Jason decided to take matters into his own hands. He gathered his friends in his garage, determined to solve the mystery. "What's changed in town since the disappearances started?" he asked, looking around at his friends. In unison, they answered,
McDonald's!
With a plan forming in their minds, Jason and his friends decided to investigate McDonald's that night. They sneaked out under the cover of darkness, hearts pounding with a mix of fear and determination. As they approached the restaurant, they noticed a dim light in the back. Silently, they slipped inside. What they discovered turned their blood cold. In the kitchen, The Ronald McDonald clown was preparing hamburgers from what appeared to be human remains. The realization was sickening. He was using the missing children to make the town's beloved burgers. They had to act fast. As they attempted to leave, one of the kids accidentally knocked over a pot. The clown's head snapped up, eyes burning with madness as he pursued them. They narrowly escaped, sprinting home and breathlessly recounting their horrifying discovery to their parents. But the adults dismissed their story as wild imaginations, more concerned about the late-night escapade. The next day, undeterred, Jason and his friends went to the police station. One officer, skeptical but curious, decided to investigate. Upon arriving at McDonald's, he found nothing unusual. The Ronald McDonald clown greeted him with a smile, dismissing the children's claims as fantasies. Frustrated, the officer left, but Jason and his friends knew they had to try again. They devised a daring plan to catch the clown in the act. That night, they returned to McDonald's, this time climbing onto the roof and sneaking in through the ventilation system. From their vantage point, they had a clear view of the kitchen. One of the kids stayed behind to knock on the front door, drawing the clown away. As soon as the clown left, the kids descended into the kitchen. Opening the fridge, they were horrified to find several missing children, alive but terrified. Quickly, they freed the captives and slipped out the back door. When the clown returned, he sensed something was amiss. Panic set in as he discovered where the children had gone. Jason and his friends ran to a nearby payphone and dialed 911, making up a story about a fire at McDonald's to ensure a swift response. Sirens filled the air as firefighters, ambulances, and police converged on the scene. Anticipating the clown's attempt to flee, the kids barricaded the back door with a dumpster, leaving the front as the only exit. When the authorities arrived, the clown had no choice but to face them. He was caught red-handed and arrested. The news quickly spread, lauding Jason and his friends as heroes. The town was sickened by the revelation, grappling with the horror that they had unknowingly consumed hamburgers made from their own children. The story of the sinister chef who had once been a ringmaster became a cautionary tale, a dark chapter in the town's history. Jason and his friends, though hailed as heroes, were forever haunted by the nightmares of what they had uncovered. The Circus of Shadows might have been dismantled, but the shadows it cast lingered long after the big top had fallen. And so, the nightmare that had gripped Cedarville came to an end. Well, depending on who you ask. It was all thanks to the bravery of Jason Parker and his friends, who uncovered the dark secret behind the beloved McDonald's was brought to light. The town could finally breathe a sigh of relief as justice was served, and Ronald McDonald's sinister reign came to an end. But unfortunately for some families, their kids are gone forever, having to live through this nightmare for the rest of their lives. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to support this channel by dropping a like and telling us your favorite part of the story in the comments. And if you're brand new here, don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any new stories coming out every week. Until next time, stay safe, stay alert, and I'll see you on the next one.